Hi everyone, I'm Lauren Boucher. This is my cooking channel and the people have spoken. I'm making chocolate chip cookies. I'm very excited. I found a recipe online, so what you need is flour, sugar, brown sugar, salt, baking soda, baking powder, vanilla, chocolate chips, 1 egg, and softened butter. So in order to soften butter, you put it out for 2 hours. So you do need to plan a little bit to get this recipe right, but I'm crossing my fingers it will be worth it. And I'm also gonna separate the dry ingredients from the wet ingredients in this recipe because that's how it says to do it. And you start out with a parchment paper lined baking sheet, which I have ready. And you guys know I don't like to preheat the oven early because it's always preheated for like an extra 20 minutes because it always takes longer than I think it's gonna take. So I will preheat the oven in a little bit. First, I'm gonna start with the dry ingredients. You need 1.5 cups of sugar. I'm gonna use what I got, a fork, back of a fork. 1, okay, and then 1/2. Next, we need 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and then you need 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Beautiful. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I'm gonna use thicker salt because that's what I like. This is definitely not the correct way to do it because I think, honestly, I'm mostly missing. So I'll probably just fill this up halfway. But I am gonna use a little more because I have unsalted butter. Let's hope that's the right amount of salt. Mix it up, fluff it through. Good job. Next, we have the wet ingredients. All right, I'm gonna turn on the oven now because I don't think it will take too much longer. So now I'm gonna cream the butter and sugar. So you need 1/2 cup of butter, which is a full stick. I did half the recipe because I can't have that many cookies in my house. The self-control is not there. I don't have self-control. I'll eat all the cookies at once. So anyway, so you cream together the butter and the sugar. You need 1/2 cup of regular sugar and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And the recipe does call for light brown sugar, but I only have dark brown. So if you're making them and you have light brown, probably use light brown. If you're like me and you like dark brown, then use dark brown. I'm just gonna use a fork and beat the ingredients. Wow, actually that made me break a sweat. Did I say preheat the oven to 375? Because that's what you're supposed to do. Next, you add the vanilla and the egg. 1 egg and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna beat these in. It's a beautiful brown color. It looks like an amazing texture. I'm excited. Next, mix in the dry ingredients. You know, I really wish I had used the big bowl, but you win some, you lose some. Okay, we'll fold this in. You really don't want to overwork the flour mixture. That's when you need a hand mixer. Now you add in 1 cup of chocolate chips. I'm a dark chocolate girl. I think this is about 1 cup. They're baking chunks. I like the chunks. The recipe said it should be about 2 chocolate chips per cookie. And I just think the more the merrier. Mix these in. So it said the dough should not be sticky or too crumbly. Happy medium. And this dough actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna say this might be a success story. I have my parchment lined cookie sheet. So I'm gonna do my best to make them uniform. Roll them into a little ball. I also saw a little thing on a cookie blog and it was like, don't overcrowd your cookies, but I just don't, like, I don't have 18 hours to make 8 batches of cookies or like a huge oven where I can fit 8 cookie sheets. So we do our best, we roll our cookies. Definitely more than 2 chips per cookie, I'll tell you that. Looks like even half a recipe is gonna need 2 cookie sheets. Now I'm paranoid about crowding them, so. Alrighty. Throw these in for 8 minutes. So I do have probably like 4 more cookies. I have to do second batch. The cookies are ready. They ended up taking, honestly, about like 12 minutes. I don't know if I have cakey cookies, and these really didn't get brown at all, but they look delicious. The bottom is cooked perfectly. Oh shoot, yeah, these are still pretty doughy. I probably could have cooked them for a little bit longer and gotten the tops a little brown because it is basically dough on the inside. Oh yeah. This is like cookie dough. So next time I would definitely cook them a little longer. But I do love cookie dough. The bottom has slightly more crispiness. Really good. I have a little oat milk. Definitely a little salty, but overall, they're really freaking good. 1, this recipe is amazing. 2, thank you for everybody who voted on my Instagram. All up in your melon. Go follow me if you're not. And for all of you other ones who voted peanut butter and something crazy, I'll probably make those too. I think this is my new go-to chocolate chip cookie recipe. I will write it out. It will be in the comments on my Instagram, and then it will be a post. That was another survey I did on Instagram. And you know what? Everybody won because I'm doing them both now. So subscribe to my channel. Make these cookies. Make sure you have some oat milk. Thank you for watching. Bye.